I didn't tell my dad he isn't getting the inheritance he's expecting, so my grandpa died 2 months ago, and my dad has been acting like he just won the lottery. He's already picked out a new truck, started looking at vacation houses, and keeps talking about how he's finally gonna live the good life. The thing is, I'm the one who helped Grandpa write his will 3 years ago when he was still sharp, and I know exactly what's in it. Dad's not getting what he thinks he's getting. My grandpa was this tough old guy who owned a small auto repair shop for like 40 years. Super smart with money, never spent on anything fancy, drove the same beat-up Ford for 20 years, but he was also really good at reading people. And honestly, he wasn't too happy with how my dad turned out. See, my dad's always been the type to count other people's money. When Grandpa got sick last year, Dad started coming around way more often, but it was obvious he was just waiting for the inheritance. He'd make these comments like, "When I get the shop, I'm gonna modernize everything," or "Can't wait to see what Grandpa's been hiding in his bank accounts." It was honestly pretty gross to watch. The real kicker was when Grandpa was in the hospital for his final stay. Dad spent more time on his phone looking at boats online than actually talking to Grandpa. I remember sitting there watching Dad scroll through some marina website while Grandpa was trying to tell him stories about the old days. Grandpa noticed, too. I could see it in his eyes. Now here's what actually happened with the will. 3 years ago, Grandpa called me over and said he wanted to update his will. He was always closer to me because I actually helped him at the shop sometimes, and didn't just show up when I needed something. We sat at his kitchen table with this lawyer he'd known forever, and Grandpa laid it all out. The auto shop? Going to Carlos, his head mechanic who's been there for 15 years and actually knows how to run the place. Carlos has been like a son to Grandpa, comes by every weekend to check on him, brings his kids around. Real family stuff. The house? That's going to my cousin Emma, who's been helping Grandpa with groceries and doctor appointments for the past 5 years, while Dad was too busy to visit regularly. Dad gets $5,000 in Grandpa's old toolbox. That's it. The really crazy part is Grandpa left me as the executor of the will, which means I have to be the one to break all this news to everyone. He told me straight up, "I want you to handle this because you'll do it right, and you won't let anyone push you around about it." But here I am, 2 months later, watching my dad make all these plans, and I haven't said anything. Part of me feels bad because he's genuinely excited. Like yesterday, he showed me this RV he wants to buy, and was talking about how him and Mom are gonna travel the country. But the other part of me remembers all those times Grandpa tried to connect with him, and Dad just wasn't interested unless money was involved. The will reading is scheduled for next Friday. Dad keeps asking me if I know anything about what's in it, and I just tell him we'll find out soon enough. He assumes since I helped Grandpa with some paperwork that I must know something good. He actually said to me last week, "You're probably gonna get something nice too, but don't worry, I'll make sure you're taken care of when I inherit the big stuff." I called the lawyer yesterday to double-check everything, and she confirmed that, yeah, this is exactly what Grandpa wanted. She also mentioned that Grandpa specifically told her he didn't want anyone knowing the details beforehand because he wanted people's true colors to show. Turns out Grandpa was watching everyone real carefully these past few years. Carlos doesn't even know he's inheriting the shop. Emma doesn't know about the house. They're both gonna be shocked. But Dad's gonna be destroyed. And I'm the one who has to watch it happen and then deal with the aftermath.